What's going on, people? It's your man Walter C. I'm excited. I got my man Isaac, aka Oz, right here. We want to welcome you guys to the Everyday Sommelier, where we attempt to make wine cool, make it more accessible. And the Everyday Sommelier, this is our sommelier right here, Isaac. Speak to the people.
Actually, how y'all doing, everybody? What's going on? I'm Isaac. Welcome here to Grand Cru, where we actually do a lot of great wines here, actually sourcing organic and biodynamic here.
Organic, you know what? That right there gives you an excuse to drink. If you know me, you know I like organic. All the wines here are organic. And what else you say? They're local?
And biodynamic, pretty much.
And what is biodynamic?
Biodynamic is actually allowing us to pretty much highlight a lot of the different wines without actually intruding the integrity of it, pretty much too.
Perfect. Well, you know what? It's the new cool Isaac. What better way to start with the what is this? New World wines?
New World wines.
We're gonna go California. What do we have here, man?
You actually have Cabernet Sauvignon, which is going to be a nice red, full body, pretty much full body grape, and then we also have a Sauvignon Blanc as well too. Really nice.
So as you guys can see, we have two different size glasses here. This is our white wine glass, our red wine glass. You know what? If you're having company over, make sure you have two different size wine glasses. Just that way you look like you know what you're doing. So what do we have first? What's first up?
So first up, of course, we're not going to go right in big. We're going to go with the Sauvignon Blanc first, pretty much too.
Sauvignon Blanc. So what do we? Okay, talk to us about it.
Sauvignon Blanc is going to be a nice white, pretty much too. A lot of people, when they hear Sauvignon Blanc, they think of New Zealand because that nice grassy notes to it, pretty much too. That comes with the Sauvignon Blanc. Nice minerality with honing, though. Coming from Napa Valley, this is definitely one you might want to actually have on the table when you're actually having people over for you as well too.
Okay, and you know, let's go straight into it. Let's simplify it. Is this more on the crisp/dry side, or is this a sweeter white?
It's more dry. It's more of a dry, crisp wine, pretty much.
Yeah, let's say, I know sometimes when we're talking with some people and you say when it's a white and you say it's dry, they get scared.
Right.
They immediately, oh, it's bitter, it's locking my jaw. So you're saying it's crisp. Like, what is crisp?
Crisp is actually having that nice, clean mouthfeel, so pretty much you can actually get ready for the next sip. You know, we're not trying to turn you off about anything, pretty much too. And this is actually going to be, for some people, it has a nice premium mouthfeel, nice minerality to it. It's just easy drinking. It's just like something you will go for, pretty much.
Okay, so it's crisp, something we can go for. Yep. Let's go ahead and pour. Let's get into it and see what we're working with here. You know, when I'm at the bar, I'm swirling around. What am I doing? Like when I'm swirling, what am I doing?
You're opening up the wine. Okay. You just opening up the wine so you can actually smell the characteristic of the wine, pretty much too.
So that's okay. I should swirl it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I see people all the time. I want to put my nose in it, right? Yep. Am I correct? So I want to put my nose in it.
Absolutely. Get in there. Get in there. Tilt it. You don't want to get straight over top.
No, you want to tilt. Now, when I'm smelling it, what are we looking for?
So what we're looking for inside of a Sauvignon Blanc, pretty much, you can actually smell those grassy notes, pretty much too. A little bit of minerality.
You know, and I always associate that with the crispness. Like when I'm smelling, I'm like, man, this is not sweet. It's crisp. So the word is but minerality. What are the notes I'm tasting for? What am I looking for in the notes?
Sometimes you get that nice grapefruit notes, pretty much too. Citrusy, really nice.
And you know what's funny? When I do almost like a half swish, the grapefruit came out.
Yeah.
When I sipped it straight down, I didn't get the grapefruit.
Right.
So that's why I guess when people are swishing the wines around, they're releasing the flavors inside the mouth.
Absolutely. Okay. So what happens is that's pretty much just opening up, allowing you, because not a lot of times we like use descriptors pretty much too. When people describe certain wine, we allow us to taste it pretty much and show us what's really to expect inside of it.
See, I think people are intimidated when it comes to wine, so that's what we want to do here with Everyday Sommelier. Is make it more accessible. We don't want to use the big words. I'm sorry, for those who don't know, the sommelier, basically, Isaac, my man here, he's getting his PhD in wine.
Yeah, pretty much wine specialist, pretty much.
Wine specialist. You know, we're gonna call you the wine doctor.
When he's done, there you go.
You're gonna be the wine doctor. Because at the sommelier training, that's a lot of work.
Yeah,
it's not like a 2-month thing. You go online and take a quick test online, and you're certified.
Not at all. It's actually many different levels. You have your level 1 sommelier, level 2, level 3, and what everybody is actually striving for in the somm that's in the game right now. Want to be a master somm. It's not that many in the world. Okay. A master somm can be able to do a blind taste test and tell you where it's from, how it tastes, and pretty much the characteristics of it.
And how long have you been at it?
I've only been at it for pretty much like going on a year, pretty much too. Okay. But studying a lot longer than that. Okay. Too. Absolutely.
Now, when I'm at the bar, okay, you know, when you're at the wine tasting, you see people have like the spit can, they swish and they spit. If I'm at the bar, I'm drinking to enjoy it. Right. Can I still swish and not spit it out?
Absolutely.
Is that socially acceptable?
That's socially acceptable at all. For people normally doing that swish, like a tasting, pretty much that's all it is. Like some people, when you're tasting a bunch of wine, they spit because they don't want to get drunk. That's pretty much it.
Okay, that's not what we're doing. I'm sure that's not what our viewers are doing.
Right.
When you're at the bar, you're not wanting this. You might be on a date. You might want to order the nice bottle at the
Right.
table. So if I'm at the table eating dinner, I can do a little swish.
Yes.
Like I said, I noticed when I didn't swish, I didn't get the grapefruit.
Right.
As soon as I gave like, I guess you can say like a sample swish, a soft swish.
Right.
The citrus came out of it.
Loving it.
So I guess guys, if you're drinking your wine straight down, you're not getting all the notes and all the tasting out of the wine. So if you're at home, if you're at the bar, you're at a table, go ahead. Isaac said it's socially acceptable. To do a soft swish.
Absolutely.
Now with the California wines, are they all coming from Napa? Is that the only place? Everyone knows Napa Valley. Right. So what we just sipped on, where is this from?
This is from Napa Valley.
Okay, this is Napa.
This is from Napa Valley pretty much too. But you also have Sonoma County.
Okay.
It's a lot of different veins. I can go on and on and on all day about California wines. California wines tend to have a lot of hills, different climates and terroir that allows certain wines to be more expressive and has different characteristics.
If I'm doing a steak, I want to do a red.
Right.
Tempranillo, like that's my favorite red. I'll do a Malbec, but that's not what we have here. So we have a California red.
Absolutely.
What are we about to taste next?
So we actually tasting this. We can slide these glasses to the side.
Guys, red, white. Just look at the shape of them. Have them both in your house. That way you look like you know what you're doing. So,
absolutely. I like to call these the Olivia Pope glasses.
Olivia, you know what? For the ladies who are watching, if you watch Scandal, on her table, she curled up, she always had the wider mouth.
Yep, the big burgundy glass pretty much too. Yep.
There we go. So what are we about to taste here with the California red?
So this is a California red pretty much too. This is called Predator pretty much too.
Okay.
Predator, they actually has the ladybug on the logo pretty much too. Well, normally ladybugs are supposed to be detrimental to grapes pretty much too. That's like a big no-no. But
that would be the Predator.
Yeah, that would be the Predator. Okay. Hence the ladybug, that would be the Predator to the grape pretty much too.
Now this is the Cab, right?
This is the Cabernet Sauvignon that we're about to taste. Cabernets, definitely a lot fuller body pretty much too. Everybody likes to pair these with more of your richer dishes, such as that big T-bone steak, grilled T-bone steak, nice grilled meats. This is where you want to go.
So if I'm at home and I'm cooking, and I would say I want to do an espresso or a coffee crusted steak, nice ribeye, of course medium, maybe medium rare.
Absolutely.
I can go ahead and pour this. This will go well with it.
This will go well with that pretty much too. Cabernets are the fullest body, fuller body grape of the whole wine region pretty much.
Okay, now are they coming from Northern California, Central California? Like what do they need to be? What type of climate do they need to be in?
They can actually, because of it all depends pretty much. You can grow a Cabernet anywhere in the United States or pretty much anywhere pretty much too. But the texture and what flavors you get out of the Cabernet depends on the climate,
the climate, the soil, because everything's going to be different. So you guys know that. So no matter, depending on where you are, the soil's going to be different. Thus giving us a different grape because it's a different climate.
Right.
Maybe richer in minerals. It may be the soil itself may have a little harder time struggling to get the nutrients out. That's going to give us a different taste.
Absolutely.
So is it safe to assume? Guys, I know a little bit. This is the expert right here. So I'm gonna say, if it's rich soil, am I gonna get like a strong? Is it more of a full body taste? Because the soil, like
with with this, because it has so many hills and sometimes it has like a drier climate, it stresses the vines pretty much too.
Okay.
Which gives it all of that character pretty much too. What makes it so delicious and people want that big boldness coming from the Cabernet pretty much too.
Trust me, when you're at the bar and you can talk a little wine, when someone's sitting next to you that has no clue.
Yep.
You just seem like you're the sommelier now.
Yeah.
And then that's where my goal, when this is all done, I want to be the sommelier in training. Like, this is the Jedi right here. He's training.
I'm trying. I'm getting better every day, baby.
So he's not Yoda yet. This is Obi. I want to come up under him. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and pour, see what we're working with right here.
All right. The reason why you have this big glass right here, this big burgundy glass is pretty much too, is to allow the big, bold grapes to open up a little bit more, pretty much too.
But you know what? That's bold already. I can smell. I got my nose in there. Remember, you can put your nose in, lean it.
So you get those nice, rich, dark blackberry fruits, blackberry notes on the nose. Taste that? Oh yeah.
You know what's funny? The first taste I got was the blackberry.
Yeah.
That was the blackberry. Now, I know with some of the reds, when I was first getting the wines, I would say like, oh, that red is oaky, or I would say, leather.
Right.
Like those are the things I would associate reds with. When I would say like a dark berry. So it was either oaky, leathery, or berry. Now, I definitely got a berry out of this one.
Definitely got a berry out of that one, and also with this one, this is something you won't want to do with, let's say, fish. because this is so big it overpowers.
No, this is definitely I need. Or maybe what about a thick red sauce? Can I do a heavy pasta filled with vegetables?
You can do a nice thick red sauce pretty much too. Some people like to do like stews, heavy jus, and things like that. Perfect.
Now with this one, I noticed it's sitting on my lips a little longer. Why is that? What is it that's sitting on my lips that's not
That's
almost like the tannings? Okay, it's the tannins. What are the tannins?
Tannins tend to be maybe that little scratchy notes pretty much too that you actually feel in your mouth sometimes, or they can be subtle, soft, or harsh pretty much too. So normally when people, this one has like,
hold on, stop right there. I didn't mean to cut you off. Fellas, grab your paper pen, pull your phone out, take a little note real quick.
Yeah.
Let's go back one more time. Tannins?
Tannins can be subtle, soft, or hard pretty much too.
Subtle, soft, or hard. Okay,
Subtle,
what's a subtle tanning?
So this would be a subtle tannin pretty much too. It's like mild pretty much too is what we like to say. It's not a long, it's like it's sitting there, but it doesn't have like an overwhelmingly long finish to it pretty much too. Meaning long finish is pretty much saying that I still taste it.
That I don't have. I feel it. I feel it,
right.
But I don't. It's not on my tongue. I'm not tasting it as if I've swallowed. I'm talking to you now. I'm not tasting it, but I can feel it. That's the tanning.
Yep.
So a subtle tanning, I'll feel it, but I won't taste it.
Absolutely. Okay. And also like some wines, if you ever seen Martin and you feel like
up in here.
Yeah, absolutely. That's just the acidity. That's the acidity that comes with the wine pretty much.
Okay. So this is a subtle tanning. I'm assuming the hard tanning would stick around. So I would still feel it on the lip, but I would also still taste it on the palate after I swallowed. So I might need to go take a bite real quick of my steak or my pasta to get the taste out my mouth.
Absolutely.
But this one I could sip, talk a little bit, and then go back into my plate without feeling like I have to rush to get it out my mouth because like it's on my tongue.
Absolutely.
Am I correct there?
You're perfectly correct.
Okay.
Because this Cabernet that we actually have here at Grand Cru is also poured by the glass as well.
Okay.
Due to the fact, the reason why we have it by the glass is for people who want that big, bold red, full body red, but at the same time, they don't want to just be caught sticking around for a long time. This is something you can actually talk, like we're having a conversation, actually enjoy the qualities that it has to offer, and move on pretty much.
Speaking of which, like last night we were talking off camera. I took an unroasted coffee bean and I soaked it in the red. I let it soak overnight actually, so it fully absorbed, and then I let it dry out. Could I do that with this one? I taste the berry, and to me this would taste great with a coffee. Like I like when my coffees have like a subtle notes underneath them. I don't just like a straight coffee. Right. So would this work with that?
You could definitely try it out pretty much too. The best part about trying like cooking and experimenting is exactly that. And the only way to know if it's good or if it works is by trying it out pretty much too. Okay. And that's the only way to go about it pretty much too. Wines, don't ever be scared of wine. The only way I know and to get everybody into it is just by drinking it pretty much.
And this is really good. I really like this, man. I think I'm about to get a bottle to go. Absolutely. So with this one, how much am I spending? If I'm buying a bottle, if I'm coming in and I'm getting the bottle to go, what am I spending for this one?
For this, you would think because how so delicious and how Walt was sitting here, sipping on it over and over again, you would think it's about $80. But no, this is actually a $21 bottle.
See, I pride myself on finding the good wines under 25.
Right.
So it actually makes me feel like I've accomplished something. I know what I'm talking about. So I want a good wine because I've had some $35, $50 wines, and because I'm not the expert, the differences were subtle. Right. It might have depended on the type of wine, but I've also had some really good $15 wines that I go back and buy over and over again. I'm only spending $15.
Right. See, the best part about that here at Grand Cru, a lot of our wines, the prices don't reflect their quality. And that's the best part about it. Because you can get a $12 or to a $17 bottle of wine and it drinks as if it was $90 pretty much.
You know what? That's perfect. So how about this? These two wines, how about we try to organize something down here for our viewers? We have a new cool night. We come down and we can actually maybe put this on display, let them really try this, maybe hype this wine. Because I'm enjoying this one because we talk off camera all the time. I love the Tempranillo. That's my favorite red. But this one, it's like I said, it's a little more subtle, but it's on my lips a little more, but it's a different taste. But this is climbing the charts right here as far as red. Actually, it jumped over a Malbec.
Absolutely. See?
It jumped over. And I didn't know anything about California. I got into wines, with Spain. Right. When I was over in Barcelona, I would just ask for the house red or the house white, and that's how I got started. Right. I started digging more, and now I'm like, I haven't found a wine from Spain I don't like, but I never really jumped into the California wines. Like this right here, this is where I'm starting. So this will do it for me, like the Tempranillo did, like the Albarino did for the Spanish whites. This will be the red wine that's gonna have me exploring. So from here, if I like this, and I'm in California and I'm going for a red, what should I be looking for? Like, maybe what's like the next one I should try? The next grape?
A Grenache Syrah.
Grenache Syrah?
Grenache Syrah. That's absolutely what you're looking for, pretty much too. It's one down. It's still a full body.
Okay.
Not going to be overwhelmingly as full as this. They can be, but that's what you're going to look for, pretty much too. I would do a Grenache Syrah blend.
So a Grenache Syrah, that's 2 words, not 1 word. So
Just 2 words.
So like a Syrah, so it's a Syrah, so it's a Grenache Syrah.
Yeah, Grenache Syrah, it's a blend, pretty much.
Okay,
It's a blend of the 2.
Isaac, I want to thank you for having me down here. Guys, again, come down, Grand Crew, ask for Isaac, guys, see if he's here. If not, tell him New Cool sent you. Order the California Sabs. California Cab.
California Cab.
It was extremely good. It's hopping on the list near my top favorites. Is anything you want to say to the people?
Absolutely. We just making people more aware about wine, 1 glass at a time.
There we go, the Everyday Sommelier. Learn about wine, 1 glass at a time. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, pour me another one, man.
Absolutely.